Have they done Thanksgiving already?
Nope.
Oh, so this should also be Thanksgiving then, too.
Nope.
Is there a Thanksgiving episode this season?
Nope.
What?
The closest thing was the Feast of Assumption.
But Thanksgiving... What?
I don't know what to tell you.
But Thanksgiving on Gossip Girl is a tradition. Wow.
Hey, Upper East Siders and all you scandal-loving listeners out there. You just tuned into the Non-Judging Breakfast Pod, where the coffee is strong, the waffles are fresh, and the gossip is hotter than ever. My name is Leif, and I'm your seasoned Gossip Girl veteran.
And I'm Steve, the newbie, the rookie, the greenhorn, I don't know, Leif, how about now that we're in season 5, what are we calling me?
Your transformation really is astounding. Care to share how you gave up your bad bass ways? How you went from Charlie Sheen to Charlie Brown, Bar to Mitzvah?
There really is no answer to that question. It's an evolution. So here's the deal, folks. Leif has been watching Gossip Girl since it first aired, and I'm diving in for the first time. And together, we are your dynamic duo, bringing you all the drama, romance, and sometimes questionable fashion choices of this iconic 2007 series.
Bring your magnifying glasses, because each week we're dissecting every juicy detail of the show, one episode at a time. We'll connect the dots, uncover those sneaky little Easter eggs, and of course, serve up some piping hot behind-the-scenes tea. And expect some iconic Phantom moments too, because what's a deep dive without a little drama?
And since we are all about inclusivity here on the Non-Judging Breakfast Pod, there is always a seat for you at the non-judging breakfast table. So go ahead and grab a mimosa, a cup of coffee, or roll something up that old Chuck might have lying around, and let's go ahead and get into this. I guess new Chuck has it lying around too, because he had it for Dan last week.
Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with a little herbal relaxation.
No, a little herbal medication? Absolutely not.
But I love America, but I hate America.
Yes.
And not just even for like the big obvious reasons. Even the little ones. And it's something that's actually reminding me of the first season of Gossip Girl with Nate and Serena. Mm-hmm. How everyone just blames Serena, especially Blair, and Nate kind of got a free pass.
Right, yeah.
I'm seeing like the same thing play out right now in NFL fandom with Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini.
Oh, I have not been paying attention.
So like they have gotten, I mean, they're both married. Diana Rossini is a reporter and he is a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And there's photos that strongly imply they're having an affair.
Oh, wow.
Vrabel is basically skating by, but Rossini, like the language towards Rossini is so horrible. It's just like, it's ridiculous. And like, and they mask it. Oh, you know, she's a reporter, so she's violating the integrity. She's a sports reporter. Okay. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's number one.
She's not commenting on world politics.
Yeah, number one. Sports journalists don't really have much integrity. And two, it's like probably 90% they are sleeping together. Even if they are, maybe they just are just to sleep together because they want to fuck.
Yeah, let people fuck, which is
adultery is wrong, but who knows what their situations could be.
Yeah, I don't know what agreements they have with their partners, with their spouses.
Secondly, Vrabel is easily as culpable because he could be violating league rules and letting out things that his team doesn't want let out.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if he doesn't,
So he could be violating the integrity of his job as well. So if anything, they should be getting equal treatment.
Yeah, he might shout out trick play formations in the throes of passion. Wildcat!
Plus, I just never trust anything coming out of New England.
Yeah.
Anyways, that really grinds my gears, but we got a little bit better episode of Gossip Girl to talk about this week. Season 5, Episode 9, The Rhodes to Perdition.
I love that title.
Original air date was November 28th, 2011, and based on the movie Rhodes to Perdition, the Sam Mendes movie with starring Tom Hanks, Tyler Hoechlin, and Rob Maxey.
Comic book movie, if I remember correctly.
Is it?
I believe so. I believe it was based on a comic book.
Says it's I've not actually seen it. A mob enforcer's son in 1930s Illinois witnesses a murder, forcing him and his father to take to the road and his father down a path of redemption and revenge.
Yeah, it's a worth the watch. I remember watching that movie. It's good.
This episode was written by Natalie Krinsky. This is her first of 4 episodes, but she came on as story editor at the beginning of season 5.
Okay.
Prior to Gossip Girl, she did 1 episode each of the 90210 reboot and Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
So at least semi-solid credits.
Yeah.
She's not a complete newbie, but not much after Gossip Girl either. Since she did 1 episode of something called the Red Band Society and a screenplay in 2020.
Yeah, I've no real notes on the writing in this, other than they have my one line that I hate in all TV shows, which is "I love this song," which they do it in Buffy all the time. The only other time I remember them doing,
you got to sell records, Steve.
I know.
Well,
but it was like a 70s. It was what, We Are Family or something like that they were playing. Like it was like get.
Sister Sledge needs to feed her family.
Yeah, I guess she does. And
this, it's fitting we get Andrew McCarthy back to direct this episode.
There's the rub, right? Because the writing wasn't too bad, but man, Caroline needs Carol needs better direction. She's not a great actor.
I mean, this could be his best episode.
Could be.
Considering
so far,
his
anyway.
Previous ones were The Lady Vanished, Touch of Ava, Panic Roommate, and The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think
it might be his best episode.
Yeah, this probably is.
Guest stars, we get back friend of the pod, Caroline Lagerfeld as CeCe. Sheila Kelly as Carol, who Steve ripped a moment ago.
And she might be great in other stuff, but every time she's on Gossip Girl, she's a little worse.
Yeah. James Naughton as the grandfather.
Solid grandfathering.
Brian J. Smith as Max Harding.
Should have stayed in Portland.
Marina Squarciati as Alessandra Steele. And the return of Aaron Tveit as Tripp.
Which, in the subtitles, in the captions, 2 P's this time.
We get newcomer Robert Lou Pone as Dr. Kruger. I believe I've seen him in something before.
He looked really familiar. Yeah. Or maybe he just reminded me of Tim Gunn.
Nah, he doesn't look like Tim Gunn. He looks like someone else.
No, he reminded me of Tim Gunn.
And then we get 2 cameos, Elizabeth Quinn Brown and Sylvia Weinstock.
Almost like if Tim Gunn and Martin Mull had a baby. I was going to ask, is Dr. Kruger an ongoing character? We'll see him here and there.
Think so. I think it's kind of one and done.
Okay.
Might have one more appearance, but I think Chuck is cured.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he left.
It only takes like a month.
She knows about the
month
ring.
of therapy and you're good.
Yeah, I know. Why did I spend 15 years? Yeah, but I mean, she knows about the ring, so he's cured.
Why don't you give us that Vulture recap?
On the surface, the world of Gossip Girl glitters, but beneath the layers of lame and sequins are soft, vulnerable creatures who must muddle through life's struggles, like everyone else, albeit more comfortably. On last night's episode, Dan continued his quest for popularity, fighting against the outpouring of negative reviews of his novel on the internet. Nate, faced with personal and professional quandary, was forced to look within himself and ask, what would JFK Jr. do? Meanwhile, Chuck made strides toward enlightenment with the help of a Buddhist monk, only to be interrupted by Blair, who wanted to know how he'd transformed himself from angry lost soul to Zen master. Elsewhere on the Upper East Side, Ivy fought to hold on to the peace and love she had been searching for her entire life, which was under threat from Carol and Max, who had both shown up looking for vengeance and money. All Gossip Girl characters are searchers, but Chuck Bass is correct. For them, there will be no answers, because on this show, as one problem is solved, another arises. In this way, Gossip Girl mirrors life.
Indeed.
There's just no energy in it anymore. Vulture just feels like they're hanging on.
Yeah.
Every week.
Don't really blame them. Mm-mm. And the funny thing is, I feel the whole thing, the dance storyline in this is very much a meta commentary on the fans right now. Because it's very much is a Twitter war between the Cher and the Dare fans, and that's like the only people who are watching anymore.
Yeah, that scans, and they're getting none of it, and they're getting neither.
Louis,
who isn't even on the fucking show.
We get into Act 1. Gossip Girl poses on the Upper East Side. Staying alive isn't as easy as it appears. And after last week's security breach leading to no new tips, it looks like I might be dancing by myself.
Did I miss disco references all throughout all of Gossip Girl's?
Oh, you didn't catch that?
I didn't. Staying Alive is when I caught it this time. I didn't even realize it when I was watching. And then I heard Staying Alive here, and it's like, oh, God damn it. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, they're coming. Lily and Charlie are looking for outfits for a celebration of CeCe at Studio 54. Just then, CeCe arrives off the elevator. We learn Carol isn't invited.
Yeah.
Because let's specifically talk about the people we don't invite.
Yes. Yeah.
So petty.
Yeah.
Tom Petty. Serena and Max return home from a night of sightseeing. Max offers to bake a cake for CeCe's party. Serena's in as long as she can get sexual with the food.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, as long as as long as we can make this a way, as long as this is a horny cake, I'm in.
I love that the writers are totally aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Rufus shows up to the loft and finds Dan fighting Twitter trolls that are bashing his novel online. Rufus is done with sad sack Dan and closes the laptop and says he expects Dan at the party tonight. However, Dan is brought back down into the depression when he sees a Gossip Girl blast about his number one hater.
And I mean, good on Rufus for giving him the pep talk and acknowledging, like, yeah, I know you skipped out on your book tour. Dan, get off the fucking internet. Come on.
Thankfully, I believe this is the last episode where Penn was doing double duty filming Greetings from Tim Buck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I believe he comes back to a full-time schedule next week.
Thank the writers.
He can actually interact with people.
Yeah.
Blair and Dorota discuss the status of the wedding. It's still on. Blair needs to figure out how to get Louis back to the good guy he was.
Okay, Blair and Dorota. Dorota mentions her baby a couple times this episode. Blair does not once make mention of being pregnant for the second episode in a row. She does make one gesture to her belly at one point with the cake tasting.
Well, I do feel like her outfit is very pregnant coded.
Sure.
It's very, yeah.
Sure. But they're mentioning the pregnancy as often as they're mentioning Columbia.
I feel like it's somewhat intentional that they are mentioning it, but not having Blair directly mention it. By having the clothes and having Dorota mention her pregnancy, they're reminding you it's there, but Blair is the one who's intentionally not talking about it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which I think is good writing.
Sure.
If that is what they are doing.
If that's what they're doing, yeah. Even with Rufus going on his rant of all the stuff he let go of with Dan, he doesn't mention dropping out of NYU or like not attending college anymore.
Maybe he's doing online classes.
Yeah, but they pretty much all seem to have forgotten that they were in college. They're all still probably paying tuition, but just forgot, and it's just going to keep...
I think all of them, including Dan, just have minions going to classes for him.
Yeah.
Even Dan has minions now.
Yes.
Nate is addressing his employees, some of them old enough to be his grandfather. After the meeting, a young staffer approaches Nate with a lead about a congressman's wife cheating on him. Nate is bored until he finds out the congressman is our old buddy cousin Tripp.
Woo! Can't wait to have Tripp back in the mix. And his wife. Oh.
God, they're horrible.
Oh, God.
At least they're worse than Diana. They make Diana look great by comparison.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, almost missed Diana with the reappearance of Tripp.
Max meets Ivy at a diner to let her know he is dating Serena as insurance in case Ivy decides not to pay the blackmail money. He once again threatens to show the playbill revealing his true identity. Ivy warns Max not to let Lily see him with Serena.
Yeah. Max, you should have stayed in Portland. You just should have stayed in Portland, Max. Because now you are really more and more, you're unredeemable. Because now you're also like, now I'm dating your cousin. If you were really into her, maybe like you wouldn't be such a dick about it. Fucking Max.
He kind of implies that he is into her. Like he's like, I'm having fun with her.
Yeah, yeah,
Which,
yeah.
I guess he gets to make out Serena possibly, or which I guess isn't horrible.
Yeah, yeah. I could imagine that's pleasant.
Ivy calls Carol. They work out a plan for Ivy to separate Max and Serena while Carol tries to get the money out of CeCe to pay Max off.
Yeah, and then we also realize that Carol is here in New York City.
Yeah. And Gossip Girl continues her disco references as we go to break. Looks like I'm not the only one doing the hustle.
Oh, goddamn. Like, how did I miss this? How was I paying no attention to that?
Lots and lots of drugs.
Yeah. Too many. Not enough.
We go into Act 2. Lily and CeCe are still prepping when Carol shows up uninvited. She claims she is there to mend fences. CeCe agrees to allow Carol to come as long as there are no outbursts.
Yeah. I love how they have to warn this 45-year-old woman no outbursts.
Watching the acting of Carol, I feel like she's trying. I do feel like she's trying to do something intentionally, where she's trying to split the Valley Girl accent that Kirsten Ritter had in the Backdoor pilot with also like a Florida accent.
Yeah. I can see it.
But it more just kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Than being like a true hybrid.
Yeah, she just feels, as an actor, it feels like she's being given a lot of, I don't know, just bad direction. Like, how you have all these secrets. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
I feel like the actress probably just doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like, oh, you need me back? Oh, this was an ongoing, recurring role?
Her agent's forcing her to do it because it's probably the best money she's getting right now.
Yeah.
Charlie shows up to talk to Serena about her date with Max and then tries to poo-poo the planned second date. When Charlie brings up the mysterious ex-girlfriend, Serena begins to doubt herself and decides to cancel the date.
Yeah. Ivy, you have not known Serena very long, but you know her very well. Ivy walks in there and plays Serena like a fiddle.
Well done.
Yes. Just You may not be cousins by birth, but you have acclimated nicely. If I just sow a little bit of doubt about this new boy.
Blair shows up at the Empire Suite and is surprised to find Chuck doing yoga with an older celibate male teacher. Blair wants to know how Chuck changed for the better so she can help Louis revert back.
Just leave him alone. Blair, leave the man alone. I want an episode where Blair does not talk to Chuck. Just leave him alone, Blair.
Sorry, you're watching the wrong show.
I know, but god damn it. Leave him alone.
Yeah. The grandfather is impressed with Nate's new staff, but not as thrilled when he finds out Nate plans to run the story about Tripp once it's verified. However, Nate convinces him that the Spectator running the story would be better than letting the Post get a hold of it.
I kind of liked the grandfather Nate stuff. I didn't like the Tripp storyline, but I did like Nate kind of going not against grandfather, but still sort of like holding his own against grandfather. I was okay with it.
Yeah, I like the storyline. I didn't mind Tripp. I hate Tripp, but I think he served the purpose in this episode. It was fine.
Yeah, and my problem with Tripp in this episode, I'll get to when we get to Tripp.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's more of my issue.
I think I know what you're talking about. Carol and Charlie return to the penthouse and make an obvious attempt to get CeCe to hand over the money for Charlie to buy an apartment, but CeCe ain't having it. Carol makes a dramatic exit, and CeCe gets lightheaded and has to sit back down. Charlie rushes over and gets a look at the pill bottle that fell out of CeCe's purse. Charlie is extremely concerned. However, CeCe tries to play it off as simply high blood pressure.
Robin, when Carol walked out, Robin goes, "She's not a great actor." But then also, my favorite Robin line of this episode was when CeCe is like, "If you could do me a big favor and just go grab me a glass of water." And Robin said, "And by water, I mean gin." To take these pills.
What does Carol say? She's like, I'm going out to the street where I'm actually welcome.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But yeah, the pill bottle that Ivy pulls out it's a capecitabine, which is a oral form of chemotherapy used in breast, colorectal, and advanced gastric cancers.
Do we know what? Is it ever established what cancer she does have?
I don't think so.
But, I mean, this isn't the first time she's had cancer, though, either.
Nah.
So, yeah.
Not good.
Not good.
Max gets a voicemail from Serena canceling their date. He immediately texts Ivy that she has a 24-hour deadline to meet.
You asshole.
Serena really blows up Ivy's spot, in the wording of that voicemail.
Yeah. But she doesn't know, she doesn't mean to, but.
This is what Gossip Girl says about it, though. If you ever find yourself sick with Saturday night fever, the last thing you want is for someone to turn up the heat.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
How did I miss that? I feel like that one I kind of clocked it, but was not paying attention to it. God damn it, Steve.
You always pay attention to what Gossip Girl's saying.
Oh, yeah, I often do. It's when she does this shit that I don't know why it just goes right over my head. Like the Rolling Stones one.
We move into Act 3. Serena is surprised and delighted to find Max waiting in the Waldorf foyer. When she comes downstairs, Max baked the cake on his own and is just dropping it off. Serena admits the real reason she canceled, but Max lies and says he hasn't thought about Ivy since meeting Serena. Serena's horny brain goes into overdrive and she decides to invite Max to the party and meet the fam. Max declines and says he will pick Serena up tomorrow instead.
Yeah.
And we get the payoff from the earlier scene
Yeah.
where she mentions that he can't see Lily because Lily would recognize him.
Yeah.
Back at the penthouse, Charlie brings CeCe some ginger tea and reveals she knows what the pills are for. CeCe asks her to be honest about why Carol wants the money. Charlie sticks to the story, and CeCe seems to buy it because she says she will uncap the trust.
Yeah, I love the relationship between CeCe and her faux granddaughter. She's very sweet to her.
Yeah. Nate is meeting with Tripp about Maureen's affair. Tripp appears to be blindsided by the whole thing and begs Nate not to be too harsh with his reporting. After Tripp leaves, Nate calls the grandfather to tell him he thinks Maureen is lying about the affair.
So your cousin calls you in and is like, hey, I need to talk to you about this thing that my newspaper uncovered that has to do with you. And Tripp walks in and he's like, oh, now that you hate me. Bro, he's giving you a heads up about this. Oh, I bet you're loving every second of this. Tripp, calm the fuck down. Nate took a fucking bullet for you to get elected in the first place. So, like, clearly he's not just throwing you under the bus. Sit and fucking talk to the guy. He's just, from the get, he's just a fucking asshole to Nate and just assumes Nate is going to be the piece of shit that Tripp is.
Well, the worst line is the one when he walks out. He says, I guess we're even.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're even now. For what?
Nate's doing his job. What you did, Tripp, was get into an accident with one of his best friends, then make it look like she was driving and leave her there to potentially die.
Yeah. And now Nate...
And get eaten by wolves.
Yeah. And Nate helped you get out of that whole scandal when it went down, too, didn't he? Or am I thinking right before that? The scandal before that he kind of went against Vanessa.
See, this is why the last was because why Tripp thinks Nate hates him, because Nate should rightfully hate him.
Because he should hate him. Yeah. Because of what he did to Serena. Yeah.
And this one, Nate shows up at the hospital and punches Tripp. Or no, Tripp shows up wanting to see Serena and Nate punches him.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Tripp.
Fuck you, Tripp. Just comes in so hostile to the guy that should be hostile to him, who is not for a second hostile. I doubt Nate remembers all of it.
Dan somehow tracks down the I Hate Humphrey Twitter user, and it turns out it's Alessandra.
Okay, Joe Goldberg going on the internet and tracing back to find this fucking troll and going to their house. Like, I loved when he's standing out front and he's like, do you know who lives here? I'm not a stalker. This person's the stalker. I like that they leaned into how crazy it was for him to be doing it.
But in order to pull that off, he would have had to have hacked Twitter and find out where this person is logging in from.
Right. Yes.
And then track that IP address.
Yes. It's some serious Joe Goldberg shit.
Joe Goldberg isn't nearly that smart. He thinks he's that smart.
He thinks he's that smart. Yeah.
He's not. Blair is attending a therapy session with Chuck, but things aren't going well. When Chuck tells Blair that he left her engagement ring on the doorstep of Harry Winston, Blair gets emotional and flees the session.
I love how Chuck acquiesces to having her there. And he spends most of the time talking about his dog because she's there. But also, like, Blair knew about the ring, right?
What
the
about
Harry Winston ring? The possession of it, that he bought it.
Yeah.
She had seen it before,
yeah,
right?
She saw it in Paris. She saw it, remember?
Yeah. I thought...
When Serena goes to claim it.
Right. Yes. Right. I thought I also remembered him having it on him when the confrontation with Jenny at the end of season 3 took place too.
Yeah, I don't think he actually opened the box though.
Okay.
I think Dan came, like he was about to ask, and he was like asking and opening the box, and Dan came up and punched him.
Yeah.
Good times.
That sounds about right. Oh, season 3.
And I like the banter between Blair and the therapist.
Yeah.
You seem confused.
Yeah. I was bulimic as a teenager. My dad came out when I was 15. This is not my first therapy session.
Rufus and Lily are getting ready for the party, and Carol walks in on Lily bad-mouthing her. Rufus exits to let the two sisters duke it out. Lily is pissed at Carol because Lily believes she forced Charlie to live under the name of Ivy. Serena is out in the hall and hears everything. Serena immediately leaves a message for Max to come to the penthouse to hang.
Serena, God damn it. Talk to the people that you're worried that talk to Charlie.
But then she doesn't get her whole gotcha moment.
I know. Just such an asshole. Like, has to have, for someone who's all like the past couple weeks, oh, I can't stand when Gossip Girl puts all these people on blast. It's so wrong for Gossip Girl to put these people on blast. Now she's going to do it to her fucking cousin?
Well, she's doing it in private at least.
Sort of. In front of the whole family, though.
Yeah. And Gossip Girl, speaking of her, she continues her disco references by saying, Shaka Khan might have been every woman, but it looks like Charlie Rhodes is about to have trouble being too.
That was Shaka Khan?
Sure. We move into Act 4. Alessandra explains she created the Twitter account to drive interest in Dan's book. She apologizes and offers to shut it down, but Dan says he has a better idea.
Yeah. Kind of funny. And kind of see where this is going to go, that they're going to team up.
Nate is explaining to the grandfather that Maureen is lying about the affair as a political strategy in Tripp's bid to become governor. Grandfather wants Nate to keep the story under wraps, and Nate promises to do the right thing.
Yeah, and it's so Nate of him. I'll do the right thing. And it's like, yeah, you will, Nate. Yeah, you will, sweetie Nate. You'll do the right thing.
Dorota is helping Blair with cake testing when they are interrupted by Chuck getting off the elevator. Dorota quickly ushers the chef out of the room so Blair and Chuck can talk. Chuck says he moved on because that's what Blair asked him to do. Blair says she blamed him for the darkness, but now realizes she brought out the darkness in Chuck. And now she is doing the same with Louis.
Maybe you just have shitty taste in men, Blair. Maybe you just have
Yeah.
Maybe you just like people who are shitty people. Better go find Dan before Alessandra claims that, because that window's closing.
Rufus, Lily, CeCe, Carol, and Charlie are pre-gaming for the party. The first three are having a great time, while the latter two are bitterly whispering to each other. Max gets off the elevator, and Ivy runs over to start arguing with him. However, Serena jumps out of the closet in a gotcha moment for Max and Ivy. And then
does just come out of nowhere.
In the ensuing chaos, CeCe passes out.
Aha!
Gotcha!
Yeah. Also, I love how CeCe's like, back in our day, there's a little something, there's a little appetizer to go with these drinks.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah, then the whole Ivy Max confrontation here is what Serena does just kind of pop out of nowhere. Gotcha!
And Gossip Girl continues on. Just when things are about to hit the fan, they hit the ground instead with a thud. Act 5. CeCe has regained consciousness and tries to play it off like it was nothing. Charlie steps in and saves CeCe from further explanation by telling them CeCe has been over-dieting and that's why she passed out. Serena says that once CeCe has had something to eat, Charlie can get back to explaining what's going on with her and Max.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't have cancer.
Nate gets some applause from his staff and congratulations from the grandfather. His story didn't name names, but it made it clear Tripp tried to pull some shady shit and the Spectator was having none of it.
I always loved you, but now I respect you. So wait, grandfather, what you're saying is that until now, You didn't respect me? Correct. It's hanging on by a thread, son, so keep up the good work.
I mean, this story was like, it's so obvious he's talking about Tripp.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone who knows who he is and his family would instantly know he's talking about Tripp.
Yeah, yeah.
A family member tried to use us for political gain. I wonder who the...
Yeah. Was it your politically connected?
Would it be your
cousin?
senator cousin?
Yeah.
Chuck finds Blair in her room and says that she didn't turn him dark. It was fear of losing her. Sylvia Weinstock mistakes Chuck for the groom as he is leaving.
Yeah. Good cameo from Cynthia Weinstock? Sylvia Weinstock. And of course that, like, oh, the groom. It's like, I accept, though.
Charlie, with the help of Carol, convinces everyone that Max is lying about her. She says he has a sex tape of her and is using it as blackmail. CeCe, Carol, and Serena team up and give Max the boot.
Fucking well played every step of the way by Ivy and Carol. Ivy being like, I needed the $500,000 because there's a sex tape. Boom.
Yeah, once she realized that he didn't have the playbill.
Yeah, and
she knew exactly the buttons to push.
Yeah. And Serena, she doesn't even know what that would do to Serena, right? Because she doesn't know about Serena's past with the tape of the person assaulting her that Lily was really mad about. But from season one, the Georgina Sparks thing.
I feel like she might know about that.
Either way,
either from reading about Gossip Girl or for just talking with Serena.
Fair, it could have. She might know about it, but again, like, it's just another. Serena would instantly. Serena is that golden retriever, just like Nate. She's gonna go to the thing that is the shiny thing at the moment. And that would be the thing to really turn her against Max.
It also wouldn't shock me if Lily's had her own sex tape scandals in her past.
Oh, I'm sure. We know there's photographs.
Yeah.
We know there's photographs. Yeah. So, yeah.
Although she's proud to let anyone see that.
Yeah. Oh, you have a sex tape? You didn't release it? Wait, you need the $500,000 to improve the quality of production, or is it?
And Gossip Girls takes us to the last act break. Sister Sledge sang "We Are Family," but she had nothing on the Rhodes girls. We move into the epilogue. Rufus and the Rhodes girls are dancing the night away while Serena and Charlie debrief on Max. Carol apologizes to Lily and says she wants to be a family again. CeCe thanks Charlie for her discretion earlier, but Charlie thinks she should tell the family. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there is.
Rufus, Lily, and CeCe dancing.
Yeah. You have this little conversation between CeCe and Charlie that happened, and more just sort of sweet family things between the two of them. Lily and Carol making up. They're going to do it every time Carol's on here for an episode or two. Rufus needs a job. Rufus is just back to classic Rufus again. Just arm can't be Rufus.
The album's out. I guess he's on vacation now.
Yeah. Now that Panic's album is out,
they need to go on tour. He needs to go on tour with them.
Yeah. Yes. Tour manager.
Take Lily with him.
Yeah, she used to love it.
Dan and Alessandra are continuing their Twitter war side by side. The strategy seems to be working as they get retweeted by prime Katy Perry.
Yeah, we're talking 2011 Katy Perry.
Yes.
We're talking
before she went insane.
Yeah, and I,
or at least before she let her insane out in the open.
Yeah, is this before Firework? I think it is. I think Firework was 13 or 14.
Not sure.
Yeah, early Katy Perry. Elmo Katy Perry.
Nate and Chuck have some bro time back at the suite and decompress about their respective days.
Yeah, and I thought it was really sweet when he's like, you still love her? And Chuck said, I can't imagine the day that I don't. Probably one of the sweetest things Chuck has ever said.
Yeah. I'm not sure Chuck knows what love is, but it was a sweet thing to say. Dorota is concerned that despite learning the way to get good Louis back, Blair still seems depressed.
Yeah. Oh, we never even discussed the pee in a water fountain thing from Dorota. Did they pee in the same fountain?
Well, you know who that's from, right?
No.
It's from The Change Up with Jason Bateman and Mr. Lively. Ryan Reynolds.
I didn't realize
they had a Freaky Friday movie where they switch places.
I did not realize that.
It's not horrible.
Nothing
it's typical stupid comedy.
Yeah. Nothing like the James Vanderbeek switch up movie from Don't Trust the Bee with the teenage girl. We never did it with a man and his daughter before. Cut. No, this isn't working. Also, Kristen Ritter.
Carol finds Ivy in her room and tells her that she's free and clear to leave anytime now. However, Ivy says she wants to stay because she likes having a family. Carol explains she swiped the playbill from Max, and Carol also implies something bad happened to the real Charlie.
Yeah, she's like, they'd really be mad if they knew what happened to the real Charlie, which could be any number of things. Like, is that Charlie dead? Like, did you get your kid killed? That's fucked up. You got your kid killed and then faked another kid to go get the money? I can't imagine Lily being transphobic. So if that was it, I can't imagine that really being... I could imagine CeCe having boomer reservations, but I could imagine Lily being the one to be like, hey, so I can't imagine that being the big stir.
I mean, we're going to have two Chucks on the show? Ivy gets a phone call from a broken Max who says he has nothing left to lose and is coming for her. Charlie goes full hubris and says, "No one can touch me now. I'm a Rhodes."
God damn it. You were fine until you said that. Because now you're fucked. You don't say that kind of shit. But also, I was also like, I still could get a hold of that $500,000 and you could be disappeared pretty quickly, Max. I always, that's one of those things that I always come back to when people go up against this family. It's like, do you think they haven't disappeared people before? They've sent people to jail, Max.
I know they're capable. I don't think Lily has.
I don't think actually, but I think she'd put him in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is Gossip Girl's final monologue. Long after the clubs have closed, Disco Inferno rages on. For some, it's a burning desire that keeps them awake at night. For others, it's the flames of uncertainty that plague them. If you're going to play with matches, make sure you don't leave them around to spark the flame anew. Disco isn't actually dead, and neither am I. XOXO Gossip Girl. That is our episode. What is coming next?
We're going to have to find out about the real Charlie eventually. That I don't know if that's next, but that's definitely coming up.
Did you see the title of the episode?
The next one? I did. It was... I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I do remember.
Riding in Town Cars with Boys.
Riding in Town Cars with Boys, right.
Which, combined with your other spoiler, might tell you something.
The accident. Uh-oh. So this very well, I believe, could be the end of the pregnancy. That's my guess. I think we're also going to see the demise of CeCe somewhere.
Which boy's town car is she going to be riding in?
Could be Louie. Could be Chuck. I think Chuck is the more likely one because he has the town cars at his disposal. It's probably with Chuck. Maybe that storyline gets resolved next week. I'm also predicting we still don't know what's going on with Diana. We know that there's still some revelation left there as well. So it's a matter of who's going to leave first, Louis or Diana. And I feel like that might get answered.
It is the 10th episode, so it's also usually a Dan and Serena episode.
Serena episode, right? So it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have Dan interact with the non-judging Breakfast Club again, if nothing else.
And it also is the last episode before winter break. It's like a month between episodes 10 and 11.
Have they done Thanksgiving already?
Nope.
Oh, so this should also be Thanksgiving then, too.
Nope.
Is there a Thanksgiving episode this season?
Nope.
What?
The closest thing was the Feast of Assumption.
But Thanksgiving. What?
I don't know what to tell you.
But Thanksgiving on Gossip Girl is a tradition. Wow. They are just.
And when you see next year's Thanksgiving, you might wish they kept it off.
Oh, no. They're just circling the drain. Oh, boy. Rough.
Any other predictions?
I feel like the Dan Serena thing. I feel like Serena has really taken to heart what she has read in Inside and really kind of has reflected on it so far this season until the night when she tried the gotcha thing. But for the most part, I feel like she has been trying to be more self-aware. So I could see it being a more self-aware version of Serena approaching Dan and that being kind of something to re-spark things there. Although Sally and Harry still haven't fully met. So I don't think it can be anything meaningful or lasting.
Let's get in segments then.
Hello there, Peabody here. And this is the Wayback Machine for traveling through time. And this is my boy, Sherman. Speak, Sherman. Hello. Good boy.
This week in fandom, we jumped into the Wayback Machine to travel to the fan forums from 2011. Their overall impression, very mixed feelings. Some people really loved it, others really hated it. There was no in between.
Yeah, that's fair.
Blair seems lost.
Very much. Very much. It seems like they just don't know what to do with her right now. They just can't get over this whole Chuck thing that every week it's another reason to go running back to him.
Well, I feel like they are still playing out that whole Philadelphia story plotline.
Oh, okay.
Too much Ivy.
No. Disagree. Hard disagree. I have enjoyed Ivy. I found her to be a breath of fresh air. And
she's Jenny Light.
Yeah, she's Jenny Light, and I have enjoyed her presence.
Chuck and Blair scenes were very well received.
No, don't receive them well. Please don't. Those were the worst scenes in this episode, other than the therapist.
Which was a Chuck and Blair scene.
I'm saying other than that one, the Chuck and Blair scenes were the worst ones in the episode.
But the therapist scene was a Chuck and Blair scene.
Right. I'm saying that is the exception to what I'm saying.
You like that one?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying other than that scene, that one I enjoyed the banter. But other than that scene, I thought everything else was what slowed this episode down.
They love CeCe.
Yeah. I love CeCe. I'm full on board with Team CeCe at this point. Because, she was terrible in season 1. Season 2, I felt like they had her cover for Lily in that one episode. And I feel like when they did that, they couldn't really rip her back to being the horrible person that they had her in season 1. So I feel like, I really like her again.
And finally, Rufus's dancing was a big hit.
Sure. Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, he was fun.
Moving into episode grades, what do you got this week?
I didn't hate it. It's funny how you said that the forum said there was no one in the middle, because I feel like I'm firmly... it wasn't an A+ episode, but it wasn't terrible. I'm going to give it a B-.
Yeah, you liked it a bit better than me. I actually kind of was somewhat in the middle, but trending downwards at a C-, mainly because I thought the directing was bad, Carol was bad. The writing, I thought, had some decent moments. There was some good banter, and like they did some good setup as usual. They drop stuff early in the episode and pay it off at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't save just the meh of the episode. It's a C-.
Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere other than resolving the Max thing, which doesn't feel resolved.
Yeah, he says he's coming for us, so it's definitely not resolved.
Yeah.
I don't know what he can do, but of course
Yeah.
he said she can't be touched, so of course...
No, he's going to touch her.
Moving into Stock Watch. Who do you have going up?
Nate goes up for impressing grandfather. I'm going to give Charlie the up for getting the upper hand on Max. Carol goes up for the same reason, because she got what she wanted, even though she sucks. That might be it. Oh, I'll give Chuck an up for not losing his, for going along with Blair's craziness. And I think that's going to be it for me.
For me, I had Nate because he did a good job. I had Chuck going up because he was a good guy once again and put up with Blair's bullshit. Mm-hmm. I had Serena going up because she dodged a bullet with Max.
I was really on the fence with Serena, but I didn't. I ended up...
I didn't mind the gotcha moment because from her point of view, they were trying to play her. So
yeah, and it's classic Serena.
Yeah. I had Ivy/Charlie going up because she knocked Max back to Miami, possibly. Mm-hmm. Lily going up because she had a good time. Rufus for the same reason. I had Carol going up because she escaped without getting caught once again. And I had the grandfather going up because I thought he was a decent grandfather.
Yeah, you can give grandfather an up for me, too. I was on the fence with him, but I do think
he was fine. He was supportive. He gave Nate his props.
Yeah.
Who do you have going down?
Max is going down. Blair is going down because she's just pathetic right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, CeCe, because she's dying. And I think that might be everyone.
Also had Blair, Max, and CeCe for the same exact reasons. I also had Dan for continuing to be a sad sack.
That's fair. I left him neutral too.
I had Alessandra going down because even though her ploy kind of worked, tell him about it first before you do it.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Bad agenting there. I had Tripp going down because he was a fucking douchebag.
Oh, sorry, Tripp. I meant to send Tripp down. I knew I was forgetting someone that I had pre-planned to. And since she was mentioned, add Maureen for me too.
Yeah, I'm actually going to add Maureen. And then finally, I also had Louis going down because they were trashing him for being a shitty boyfriend.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you can add Louis for me, too. Fuck Louis. Fuck him.
That is it for Stock Watch.
But here's the best outfits from the last episode we've seen.
Who do you have for best outfit?
I think I'm giving it to Blair's maternity gown.
Really, I hated that so
Really? I kind of liked it. I thought it was... Yeah. I hated Serena's outfit later. I did like CeCe's. Oh, yeah, you know what? Actually, flip that. I meant to give it to CeCe.
Her party outfit?
For her party outfit. Yeah, for her disco jumper. Yes, I thought that was... because also with CeCe, not only the outfit, but the hair just looked... With the feathered hair and the Farrah Fawcett style.
Yeah,
I thought she looked...
good.
I thought she looked amazing. I thought Serena looked like someone threw her in the fucking washer and didn't bother putting her in the dryer.
Well, a couple things about Serena's outfit before I get into my winning outfit. The forum was referred to her as having hooker hair.
Yeah.
I guess because she kind of looked like Meg Ryan in Milk Money. Or is that Melanie Griffin?
Melanie Griffith.
Yeah. But also, I noticed like there must have been some kind of thing behind the scenes, because in the episodes where Diana was in, we didn't see very much cleavage from Serena. But as soon as Diana's gone, the cleavage is right back.
Boom. Boom. Like all of it wasn't it wasn't cleavage, it was Cleveland. It was all of it.
Yes. But for my best outfit, since I don't really get the opportunity to give this person best outfit of it, Rufus with his Saturday Night Fever cosplay.
Not mad at that at all. Not mad at that at all. I don't think Rufus has been has had an outfit nominated.
I feel like
I
think he had one in season 1, maybe.
Yep. I was gonna say season 1, the Every Time outfit with the roses was probably the last time Rufus has won an up in the outfit. And that was me dying on that hill. You and Shannon were like, what the fuck?
That is it for segments. Do you have anything you would like to plug?
I am not plugging anything at the moment other than the stuff I've been reading. Like I said, the Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff is fantastic. I'm on my second listen through on it. And his other book, Operation Bounce House, both by Matt Dinneman. I recommend the audiobooks for Dungeon Crawler Carl because Jeff Hayes does this spectacular job of reading it and bringing you into it's theater. It's not just being read. It is theater. So, and other than that, you can find me on my Instagram or TikTok, steve.marchon, Marchion.
For me, just go watch the final season of The Boys. It's been awesome so far. Follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Hot Capicola. That's HOTCAPICOLA. And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at Non-Judging Breakfast Pod. You can find links to our Patreon where our first episode is out and ready to listen to. We're talking about Breakfast at Tiffany's, but you can find that link on our webpage, nonjudgingbreakfastpod.com.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, we would love to hear what you have to say. Please send us an email at nonjudgingbreakfastpod@gmail.com. And if we get the chance, we'll even read your message here on our show. And while you're listening to us, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like, the subscribe, the follow button, it would really mean a lot to us. Also, if you could leave a comment, that would really help boost our visibility in Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And finally, while you're listening to us here, why don't you go ahead and let your friends know what you're listening to as well? Share our podcast or tell your friends at work. Make us your new water cooler talk.
And we will be back to talk about Season 5, Episode 10, Riding in Town Cars with Boys. The episode description reads, Lily throws Charlie a party to officially introduce her to New York society. Meanwhile, Charlie's ex-boyfriend Max throws a wrench into Charlie's future as an Upper East Side princess. Dan decides it might be time to tell Blair the truth about his feelings for her.
What?
Until next time, you know you love us.
XOXO. Sorry, that was a little shock.
Every time you walk away, run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away, run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away, run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Oh, it seems I'm walking right to your door. My heart's still resting, looking for something more. Are you ever gonna see everything you mean to me? I'm trying really hard to believe. Every time you walk away, run away, you take a piece of me with time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Never feels right when I'm out here on my own. I left last night and it feels like way too long. Are you ever gonna see everything you mean to me? I'm trying really hard to believe. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Come back to me. Smile and you'll make my life complete. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you there. Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with you